Here, wait, good. 3, 2, 1.
We're already live, bro. But no, you're asking about.
It was a question he asked me. I forgot what he asked me.
So, Dom, I have a question for you.
Objection!
Okay. Welcome to another episode of the Livin Room Podcast. I'm here with the boys, Jason and Dom, and I'm Bryan.
Yeah.
Today's episode is just going to be another like catch-up episode because we haven't gotten together and fill each other in with what's going on with our lives.
Well, yeah, the last couple episodes we've been doing basically for 2025 have been all topical, which is good. But
Yeah.
We have like a lot of things we could say we've been up to the past like 2-3 months.
For real.
For sure.
For real.
So I know Dom, and he alluded to this in one of our older episodes for 2024 and then 2025 of like him getting into selling at cons.
Yes.
So how many have you done so far?
So far, I've done 2 conventions.
Okay. Nice.
One was in Raleigh, in North Carolina, and the other one was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Nice.
Were they big at all?
The first one in North Carolina was like a decent size. I want to say 15,000 people.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And then the Milwaukee one was pretty small.
And it was like, how many days was each of them?
So North Carolina was 3 days.
Okay.
It was at the, I think it was like January 3rd to the 5th. It was Animate Rayleigh.
Okay. And that was your first one, right? So
That
what was
my
your
first
experience of being a vendor at a con? Or how was it, I guess?
It was fun. At first, I was a little nervous because I was like, "Oh man, what if people just don't like anything or just they don't buy anything at all?"
It's like wasting money.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And then like when I got here, it felt like a lot of other artists that already knew each other. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just this
community
new guy here building up my stuff." But
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed it. It was just
Nice.
really fun to talk to different fans about things and see how passionate people are.
Of course.
They had a lot of Don stuff.
Okay, I was going to say, like, what was your catalog?
And then I don't know, people were just really, the character, Don, like
Yeah.
Gigi.
Yeah,
People really hate that character. I know.
I like Gigi.
I love Gigi.
He's so awesome.
People hate
Wait, is he only in the manga right now?
No, he's in the anime.
He's in the anime. He's the
He's
guy.
the redhead.
The crush. The
yeah,
crush
okay.
that Momo had, her first
People
crush.
hate Gigi and Ira. People were really passionate.
Oh.
Some guy came and said, "Hey, they want to buy this yet?" I was like, "Nah, bro." He's like, "Thank God, bro." He's like, "No, bro, I like your art, bro, but I hate this character." I was like, "Dang, bro." I was like, "Come on, bro, give her a chance, bro." Try to defend her. But also, we had a bunch of random items there too, because my mom works at like a personalization shop. So I just give her my art and she just like make random things. I was like, yeah, just make whatever you want. So I had like a Gigi puzzle.
That's it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
What
It
happened
was
to
just-
one fan or fans?
It was just
like,
red though.
why do you have a puzzle of Gigi? That guy sucks.
So stuff with this one guy's like, yeah, bro, you got a Gigi puzzle and a Gigi keychain, bro. I want all of them. I'm a big Gigi fan.
Dang.
I'm
I'm gonna use my
There you
keychain
go.
to build my Gigi puzzle. I was like, okay, bro, stop saying Gigi.
Have like a counter in like the bottom of the screen. How many times he says Gigi?
He's like, yeah, I got the Gigi keychain, the Gigi puzzle.
That's sick though.
You just
Yeah.
gotta look for that guy every time.
Every time.
And did you have any like cool experiences with like people going to the con interactions or with? Because I know you said there's one thing that you said. I said,
Oh yeah, the guy asked me to sign his print. That just
There you
caught me
go.
off guard. I was like, huh, bro? Who am I, bro? I'm a nobody, bro. He's like, yeah, bro, you draw this? Like, yeah. Can you sign it for me? And I was like, huh? Like, I didn't even know what my signature was. I was like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna sign this.
Yeah.
Full name's too long. And I'm like, damn.
So what'd you do? Did you just put what your vendor name is?
I just put Dom. I didn't put Dom Technico. I just put Dom in the
good.
like bottom right corner.
Okay.
And I was like, dang, I don't know. Because I had like a paint pen. I was like, oh, is it gonna smear?
Uh-huh.
And so I was sitting there blowing, trying to dry it while the guy's sitting there staring at me. Oh, here you go, bro. I
Was it like a older guy, like 20s, or was it like a kid, or?
think he was like a teenager.
Okay, that's sick.
Mm.
That's
Yeah, actually, it's
cool.
kind of interesting thing, like the age group,
Right.
what they're buying. Because like, I had some panty and stocking stuff,
Uh-huh.
but it was like younger people buying it. I'm like, this show's from like 15 years ago. What do you know about this? Why is this teenage girl buying the panty and stocking keychains?
Probably looked cool to be honest.
She knew the
Yeah.
characters. I
Oh,
was just-
really?
yeah, I was really surprised. Like, oh, people still watch this stuff.
Nice.
And then like the obvious one, like the Genshin and like gacha game stuff, that's usually like younger people buying that.
Oh yeah, that's so huge.
But like
So
my
huge.
best selling items were like my Guilty Gear things, and that was mostly like an older audience. But they
You
got,
know why?
Yeah.
We know why.
but they were usually like, "Hey, do you have this character?" I'm like, "Oh no, I don't have this one."
Okay.
Because like Guilty Gear is like a bunch of characters, like 30 something.
Oh, that's a lot.
I think I had like 8.
It's like probably the top
Yeah, I got the most
8.
popular ones.
Yeah.
But people are like, oh, do you have this one? And one guy's like, yeah, no one ever draws this guy. I was like, bro, I play this game and nobody freaking plays this character either.
Right.
Probably the one fan who plays this character.
So like how long were you vending like per day?
It's a long thing. It's like
12 hours?
12 hours, yeah.
Okay.
it's a long day. At the end of it, you are exhausted.
Makes
You
sense.
take any
You just-
breaks, or are you just like eating like at the stand?
Oh, I was just eating my booth. I had my parents helping
Okay.
me, but
Okay.
like they don't know the characters, so I always got really scared of like leaving them there.
Yeah. Can't lose business.
Because some kids are like, oh yeah, I want Gigi. She's like, who? Or, yeah, I want this one.
Yeah. Do you have like a business card where you can like, let's say you wanted to like sell online? Like, did
I
you
think
have?
he does that already.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have an Etsy store. It's not super updated,
Gotcha.
but I got to get back to it. But I do have business cards. I had like stacked on my table.
Okay.
Yeah.
People would take that. That's the most popular item, the free
There you
business
go.
card.
There you go. I mean, that's the one way to get the brand out there.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
feel like people don't really look back at business cards though, so
Oh,
I'm trying
yeah.
to change it up.
Yeah. Because
think
I was
so-
thinking like
yeah.
going in person is a good way to like advertise
Yeah,
like the whole like,
definitely
online
is.
thing. Because like you might run out of like a certain like item, and
Yeah.
then people won't even know that like you sold it in the first place.
That happened,
unless,
actually.
Yeah.
Because I think I ran out of panty and stocking stuff, and I ran out of Br0cklee the Rock.
Oh, Bochi the
okay.
Rock.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
surprised about that too. I was like, oh yeah, there's mostly older people buying that one.
That's
Which-
so goofy, Bochi.
Cracks me up.
Social anxiety vote. Did you have like one where she was like freaking out?
Yeah,
or
you know when
something?
like she's like glitching out on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a keychain of that one, and someone bought
Nice,
that.
Nice.
That's really popular.
Did you see a lot of the same vendors in the Raleigh and like the Milwaukee one?
No, not really.
Okay.
People were surprised I was from like Chicago when I came there.
Different
They were like-
regions,
yeah, they're
like-
like, why'd you go all over here, bro? I was
It's like
yeah.
2 hours. It's not even that bad.
No,
but-
I'm coming for Raleigh.
Oh, Raleigh.
No,
Yeah.
for Wisconsin, they're like, oh yeah, of course you are. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Midwest. But for Raleigh, like, what? You drove out here for this? I was like, yeah,
Just
bro.
trying to
Yeah,
just
bro.
grind season, man.
They're like, oh yeah, I'm from Georgia. I'm from whatever.
But then they're surprised that you're coming from Illinois or Chicago.
I was like, oh.
So that's
What
sick.
else?
What was your catalog? Beats of Panty and Stocking, Bochi the Rock, Genshin Impact, Fanny and Stocking,
At Guilty Gear,
Guilty Gear.
I had Unicorn Overlord, which
Oh, okay, Unicorn Overlord.
no one bought because people thought it was Zelda. They just see blonde
Mm.
elf. They're like, oh, I love you drawing a Zelda.
I don't even know what Unicorn Overload
That's what I'm saying. That's
is.
what most people do.
Yeah, it
Is
just
it an
came out in
anime?
It came out on
It's
24th.
it's
The
a
game.
strategy game.
Strategy game.
I liked it a lot. I just wanted to
People
draw it.
didn't though.
Yeah, I had one guy who recognized them. He didn't even buy them. He bought something else. He bought the Guilty Gear. He's like, oh, stop. You got Unicorn Overlord? I was like, yeah, bro. He's like, nah, I'll take this Guilty Gear. It's like, okay, bro.
Have you heard of like Robot Unicorn Attack?
No.
Never.
What
like
is that?
I remember like back in like middle school or high school, like there was this like Adult Swim game where you're just a unicorn, just like it's just like a side scroller, and you have
Yeah.
to like avoid obstacles, and like they play that one song that goes like "Always I wanna be with you."
That sounds kind of familiar, actually.
Yeah. You'd probably see it and be like,
I-
"Oh yeah,
yeah.
I know exactly what
I
you're
have to
talking
see
about."
it.
Because I wonder if there's any like merch for that.
It's super
doubt it.
obscure.
Yeah.
It's not
for
anime,
sure.
but it's like kind of like on that level too.
Honestly, you never know. Some artists like only do art from like this one series too. Like there's an artist across from me, and all they had was Sonic stuff. They were doing really well. I was really
Dang.
surprised.
Only Sonic stuff.
Yeah, just only Sonic.
There's one
nothing else.
person that would have
Yeah.
bought
Yeah.
everything. He alluded to
Their
him
roof was
many
doing really
times.
well. Oh yeah, the legend.
The legend himself.
They had
Yeah.
nothing but Sonic. I was like, wow.
Sonic
People just-
universe is pretty big though.
Yeah, I was just
It's the
surprised.
longevity.
Just the only focus on that one franchise.
Yeah. But they also
Yeah.
had like the movie and stuff. That
That's,
was-
yeah, I think the movie
come
just
out.
came out.
right. Or was
when I saw
coming
it.
out or whatever,
Yeah.
something like that. So
'Cause
and
their
they,
booth was
and they
really
had like
popular.
the Shadow game too around that same
Yeah.
time. So it made sense.
Their booth was popping. I was like, dang, should I draw Sonic? Oh yeah, but
You gotta
catalog.
diversify.
Delicious Dungeon.
Yeah.
I had an apron, but I only had one because it was a test print.
Mm.
Someone actually bought it. Though. I was surprised. She's like, oh yeah, my husband's the cook in the family, and I'm gonna buy this for him. I was like, oh nice.
Was it a Genshi one? Like who was on
Oh,
it?
Senshi, yeah.
Senshi, whatever Genshi.
It was just some sticking up a knife going, let's get cooking.
Oh, that's sick. That's sick.
So that sold.
And then how did you your second con, like did you learn anything from going to your vending the first con to the second con?
I learned that
What was
every
your
audience
takeaways?
is very different. Because at the first con, my best selling stuff was still the Guilty Gear stuff.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And there's some things that didn't sell very well. But at the second con, like my best selling thing was like Haikyuu and Genshin. Because it's like a much younger audience.
Mhm.
And they didn't really buy that much Guilty Gear stuff. It was like I only saw like one Guilty Gear thing or one or two. So I don't know.
It's hard to gauge the demographic.
Yeah, it's just so
of
you
each con, though.
never have any idea like what the audience is gonna be like.
Right.
You could use like data analytics to see like what people are. Well, I don't know like how accessible this data is, but
It's
you can
probably
like
not.
I
see
think
what they're like
usually-
Google searching or whatever, in, like certain regions or whatever.
Usually they just give you like the numbers of like attendance, but
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Not
it
like
doesn't
the
say like the
demographic.
breakdown of these are male, female. These are the age range of like 10 to 20.
yeah, exactly.
20
So
to
it's like kind of
29,
a big
30,
guess.
39. Yeah.
Because some people do like for musicians, they do like Spotify and like they could see
Oh yeah,
where their listeners are like more concentrated, and then
Yeah.
they'll like schedule the tours in like those areas. But I'm not sure if there's something you could do for like anime.
Well, cons I
don't
don't think
know.
are that
I don't know.
Yeah.
analytically involved like that.
Yeah.
They don't think that hard at the con.
Right.
They're just like, oh yeah, saw art,
Right.
anime here. Here's a voice actor, whatever.
Exactly.
But
There's
yeah.
a panel.
Yeah, but if you had like access to like maybe like Google data or something, and it's connected to YouTube, so if some people are watching more YouTube videos on a certain like anime or game or whatever,
Yeah.
then you can really market like, oh, this is what's popping in this area, and like I have the best shot at designing
Drawing
these
this for them.
characters. Yeah. Did you sell in any like original like? Do you have any like original characters or anything like that?
I have some in mind, but I don't have like, any art for them.
Okay.
But
Like you have
maybe
some
eventually.
like
I mean, I have-
conceptually.
yeah, like
But
conceptually.
you haven't like drawn them out yet,
Yeah.
or what? Okay.
I don't have any like merch for them or anything.
Mm.
Because I think I talked on the last thing I had like a manga competition that I didn't have time to finish.
Okay.
Did you start it at least or no?
I had some basic things, but I couldn't. I just was too
Didn't
busy.
have time?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
So maybe eventually in the future I'll have like original characters, but for now it's mostly just fan art. That's what
Okay.
sells.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's what the people want.
Because it's really hard to sell something that no one knows.
Yeah, not established. They're just like, what is
Right.
this character? I don't care about this character.
Exactly. Exactly.
But
So-
yeah, I got upcoming cons too.
I was gonna say what cons you have
Next
on the
one,
calendar.
next one is in a couple weeks. It's a Midwest Gaming Classic,
Okay.
which will be April 4th to 6th,
Where is it at?
Milwaukee. Again. So if you're in the area, stop by my table, Dom Technico.
Yeah, heck yeah.
And after that, it's going to be another. It's in Indiana. It's South Bend Anime Fest.
South
That one's only a
Bend.
one-day one. And there's a gap until like August for now.
And when's the Indiana one? What's the date range for that?
It's just April 13th.
Oh, so literally like the next
Yeah,
week.
this is right after
Wow.
for one day.
How much does it cost to get in?
It
As
usually-
in what? As a vendor?
No, just like as a
Like a just con person?
yeah,
Or-
a con artist.
A con artist. It really depends. Usually
You
the
can
bigger
tell when you're a
shows.
con artist because you're an artist.
I
that
think that's
works
I'm like,
at
oh yeah,
cons,
I'm a con artist. I go, what? I mean, a convention artist. It depends on the size of the con, honestly. Because like the one day ones are really cheap. It's like $20 to get
Yeah,
in.
makes sense.
But
Okay.
like Midwest Gaming, I think is like $160 for all 3 days.
That's
Okay.
pretty high.
Yeah,
That's really high.
that's crazy high for a 3-day badge.
Yeah.
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 I wonder why is this so
'Cause
expensive?
what was AX like?
Like 200 something.
Yeah,
And,
that-
but 200,
that's
like
like
200 for
AX.
4 days though.
yeah.
Yeah.
This
But
one's
that's only 3 days.
Yeah,
And I'm looking at like Anime Boston, and that one's like 100, 110, and that's like the biggest one in the northeast.
They'll charge
Yeah.
more if they could get away with it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
of
of
course.
course.
People are still gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't matter how expensive it is.
I
But
could be
it's
wrong.
just like
I
crazy.
thought it was $160 for the whole weekend.
So which one was more expensive, the Raleigh one or the Milwaukee one?
Raleigh for sure.
Okay. Interesting. I thought it would be Milwaukee for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, because Milwaukee is like I feel like it's a bigger city than Raleigh, right? Or I could be wrong. I don't really know.
Actually, I think it is.
I have no idea.
Have you guys been to Raleigh before?
No, but I've been to
No.
Milwaukee. And
Oh.
it's kind of like a
It's huge.
mini Chicago, I guess. Not that much
Actually, yeah.
I think it's a
smaller.
mini Chicago.
it's not exactly, but I'm still very like it's probably a lot more urban than Raleigh is.
Yeah. I don't know. Raleigh didn't seem like it was that big. It seemed like there's a decent amount of people.
Because I feel North Carolina is still like a up and coming state. I feel like a lot of
Yeah.
development still going there.
Hmm.
It was
a
a
lot of
nice
people.
area.
Right.
Except when we got there to our Airbnb, neighbor across the street was like, "Hey guys, yeah, just want to let you know there's a shooting here." Last
Oh, jeez.
I was like, why would you tell us that? But don't worry, guys, I'm an ex-cop, so
Oh,
if you
God.
need help, I'm a sharpshooter. So just let me know if you guys see me.
I'm a sniper.
My stepdad's like, dude, stop talking to that. My stepdad did not want to talk to them. He was not having it. He's like, dude, don't talk to that man.
See, I would have risked just going to like a motel or something.
I mean, it was a nice area. I don't know. Besides
Yeah.
that, and there was one other incident when someone, I think it was like an Airbnb next to us. They got dropped off by an Uber, but the way they pulled up, their like windows were tinted.
Mm.
They stopped really fast right in front of us. And we're like, it's about to like, it's
You got
a shoot.
kidnapped or
Yeah,
something
my
like
family,
that.
my family were just like, what's about to go on? We're sitting there, set the car, and like they open, and like these super nice people go, oh, sorry about that. Sorry, hi, nice to meet you.
I didn't even know it was that bad of an area.
It's not
Yeah.
bad. It wasn't.
Everyone's just like
It was just-
overreacting.
yeah, it's not a bad area.
Okay.
At least for where we were in Raleigh. I'm sure there's like
Mhm.
sketchier parts, but
Right.
Yeah.
it was really nice. It felt very safe.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was just those incidents where you're like, what?
Uh-huh.
All on the first day.
Right. And then I think another thing we could talk about is you finish the golden year and you're on to the other age of your life now. So like what's
Oh,
like big
yeah.
goals for that?
29 now.
Yeah.
Old man.
You could being called Unk now.
I can be
for
called
sure.
Damn, people at work called me that before.
That's crazy. Being
Uh,
like in your 20s
yeah,
and still
for
being
real.
considered
Unk. That feels weird. Are people teaching me slang?
Yeah.
I was
For
like,
real.
what? My big goal is really to make some kind of game project. That's what I want to
Okay.
do. 'Cause I really like doing that game jam, but I want to do
Mhm.
like, that's only 3 days of work. So I kind of want to see like, what if I do like a week of work? Or what if I do like a month of work or 6
Mhm.
months?
Right.
So I'm trying to try doing smaller game projects.
And you're gonna try to do it yourself, or you're gonna have like people with you.
I'm gonna try the first couple myself, and then I want to
Okay.
try to get other people in. 'Cause it's kind of harder
Right.
with people's schedules.
Right.
Mhm.
But the same thing, I'm not a programmer, so I'm kind of limited to like visual novels or
capabilities,
like
yeah.
really like simple like type of games.
Mm.
Yeah. See, I'm on the same boat as you. I kind of
Yeah.
also want to make a game as
Oh,
well.
really?
Yeah, I don't know like what the time frame is, but I've been getting into like kind of like we've talked about this like
Yeah.
older like visual novels like Doki Doki Literature Club, and the creator Dan Salvato, like he actually had a live stream where he talked about like how like he was playing the game and talking about like every aspect that he made.
Or use like Renpai, right? The
Yeah,
engine? Yeah.
and it's like it
That's an easy one to use too, or
yeah,
easier.
it's like I don't know if like maybe that's something I want to like dabble in as well, but like
Yeah, you should.
if it's close enough to Python, I feel like it's something
It is
where-
Python.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's just straight up.
It's
like
just a different.
it's just modified Python.
Gotcha.
But if you know Python, you'll be set.
Okay. Yeah, I have
It's
some years
what
of
to say.
experience in there, but
Yeah.
like it's for like game design or something, then that's something that's like specific to that.
Yeah,
But it's something that I kind of like want to dabble in as well.
it just
And
depends like how complex you want your visual novel to be.
yeah, like what else can you make besides visual novels? I'm guessing you could probably make RPGs on there, but I think RPG Maker would be like
And Ren'Py, yeah, you want to use RPG Maker.
yeah,
Because
it's like
Ren'Py you have
it's
to
more
build it all from
suited to that.
scratch, and it's gonna be like a lot.
Yeah,
Like I love RPGs, so like my favorite genre, and I want to make one, but it's like
That would be crazy.
they're massive.
yeah.
That'd be massive undertaking.
They're hard.
How long would you want it to be? Like the game,
Uh,
like a couple hours, maybe longer
For like an RPG or just any game.
for an RPG.
Yeah, it has to be kind of like medium length for something like 15 hours, something a little shorter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I can't do like a big 60-hour epic.
Make your own like persona or something.
You need like a small
Yeah.
country to make those kind of games, or like a Final Fantasy or something like
Yeah,
that.
that'd be,
Yeah.
that'd be insane.
It'd be
Would it be
fun.
more like modern graphics, or do you want to do more like 8-bit?
Oh no, I can't do modern. I need a team for that.
Okay.
You need like a
No,
huge
you
team.
are the team.
Yeah. To do like
It's
giant,
like,
like,
it'll-
realistic graphics.
Takes 50 years
Yeah,
to develop
exactly.
it
It's gonna be
yourself.
like months to fake one character.
Yeah.
Because like Street Fighter, it takes them to make one character. I think they said it took them like 6 months to make one character.
Oh, jeez.
That's crazy.
So like those kind of super detailed things are really hard to do.
Mm.
What's so difficult about it? Like trying to like create all the different movements, like
It's
movement
just make sure it
animations?
looks right, make sure all the movements look right, and there's not like a lot of repetition or redoing things, or like, oh, this doesn't look right. Let's start over, do this.
Oh,
Mhm.
you start over?
Yeah, or you have to say, oh,
Jeez.
you show
Yeah.
like your director, and they go, oh, I hate this. Go a
Scrap
different
it
direction. Yeah,
in,
exactly.
yeah.
That happens a lot.
Jeez.
There's a lot of redoing things, or like dropping designs, or changing direction like midway.
Yeah. Do you have any like concepts of like what the story would be, or like what kind of like things, what kind of like games you'd want to cover? Like, would it be like a horror RPG? Would it be more like action adventure?
Definitely more action adventure.
Okay.
Something a little action comedy. I think that's what I would like to do.
Okay.
Or if I did a visual novel, I don't know. I like visual novels that have more gameplay to them. That's why I like Ace Attorney so much.
Okay.
Mm.
Kind of like the detective aspect.
Mm-hmm.
What's the gameplay like in that game?
Ace Attorney?
Yeah.
It's like point and click where you have to like investigate your case, and then you have
Okay.
the courtroom segments where you're trying to like pretty much argue against the witness and like find like the objections they're making or like the lies they're telling.
Mm.
So use the evidence you gather to like go, oh, objection,
Okay.
they weren't here, or I found this footprint here, or whatever. Yeah,
This
stuff like that. Just random stuff like that.
Is there like multiple ways to like win the case, or is it just
No.
like okay?
It's one way, and if you mess up, you have like an actual life bar. So if you lose, you just lose the case.
Dang.
Mm.
Are you timed on like how long you get to like investigate the situation?
No, it's really stupid. Or there's one case like with this clown, and you have to keep him on track. And if you let him make a joke, you lose health. you're like questioning him, but he goes, "Well, actually, I remember this one joke. You want to hear it?" If you say yeah, he just starts ranting, and then you take damage.
Oh, geez.
That game cracks me up. Or like ask your question. If you give him the wrong evidence, you just lose the case.
Okay.
But,
And then you're gonna game over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm still playing the series. I've only played the first 3 games, and there's like 11 total, I think.
Oh my god.
There's like a sequel trilogy. There's like there's like games that are like in the past where you're like playing as like your ancestor. And then there's the prosecution games where you play as like a prosecutor.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Cool series. It's just those kind of visual novels I like.
Okay.
With a lot more gameplay.
Are there any like modern ones, or is it just all the old ones that you're playing?
No, it's been just re-releases lately. I don't think they had a game since 2016, I think, was their last game.
So they like remaster
Yeah.
a lot of the games. Okay.
Makes sense.
They're all on Steam, and then they give me with the Capcom Steam sale.
Okay.
Nice.
Buying
Right.
all of them, yeah.
That's so you got like new audience into
Yeah.
it if you like remake older games.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure it's like cheaper for them to just remake it than like a
Yeah.
whole new Ace Attorney.
Right.
Okay. Do you think it's like realistic for you to like design a game like that for yourself?
Yeah, I actually think that's doable. It might take me
Okay.
like a bit, but
Right.
those are pretty simple, like logic wise.
I feel like there's a lot of like decision trees because like like choose your own adventures and stuff.
Yeah.
Like how it could branch out so many different ways. You have to
Yeah.
like account for every single thing
Mhm.
because someone's gonna accidentally discover the thing that like ends up in a like maybe like in a loop or something.
Yeah. Like just
Yeah.
having like the play testers.
Yeah.
That's always an important part because your game can just fall apart. Maybe something you don't think about, and someone says, "Oh, I'm gonna do this like
Right.
over here."
You could accidentally make it too complex. to,
Yeah,
like-
that too. Make sure people
Yeah.
like they don't follow it.
Yeah, the way it's intended to be.
Because like when I did my game jam for Sea Dog VA, there's a part in that game where I did that basically like an Ace Attorney game, and there's a part
Yeah.
during the argument where I didn't realize the solution was really simple. Because like looking in your mirror, and then someone in the comments said, "Bro, you could just turn his head around." I didn't think about that until I was reading the comments. Like, oh yeah.
That makes
So
sense.
it's like a lot of logic with those games you like think about to make the case make sense.
Right.
So I think the objection was, "Oh, his mirror is covered in anime girl stickers, so you couldn't see behind him." And I saw the comments. Look at the comments during the live stream, and someone's like, "Bro, couldn't he just turn his head around?" And then I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's pretty obvious. Actually, it's pretty dumb." So a lot of proofreading too. Having people proofread your stuff is important.
Oh yeah. Those
Yeah.
grammatical errors.
Yeah, typos too.
Yeah. What's a little grammatical
Yeah.
errors? Oh, yeah. Spelling Iron Mouse with a space in it, right? And then what else was the other one that you had?
I think I misspelled doubting. It was like
Doubt-
dooting. It's like, I'm sorry for dooting you. But that was the
So like
course-
DOOTING,
Yeah.
doing.
Isn't
Isn't that a word already?
I hope it's not like
Probably.
a bad word.
Like duding around, just like wasting time.
Oh, I don't know. It
Oh,
was
I think I've
intentional the
heard
whole
it
time.
somewhere. Yeah.
It was always intentional. That wasn't because I had no sleep across 3 days. That was intentional.
No sleep.
We just gotta roll with the punches.
Yeah.
There's just 2 of you, right? You said, right? On that
Oh
one?
yeah. It was just me doing
And the
programming,
voice
writing
acting.
music, and then we had someone doing
Oh, the
no,
music,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, that was someone else. Yeah, so I
Mhm.
just did programming, writing, and art.
Okay.
Someone else did music.
Gotcha.
What kind of music was it? Like orchestral, jazz.
It was supposed to be courtroom music, but the characters are
Okay.
all monkeys. There's like a little bit of a jungle feel
That's
to
young.
it. Or like this when they're arguing, you hear like, whoop, whoop, whoop.
I kind of want to make like an RPG game with like completely inappropriate music.
What do
Like
you
it's just all like trap or like I don't know,
Does
like
it fit?
D&B or something.
It doesn't fit, like, yeah.
It's just like
Like-
crazy EDM. You're
it's
like,
like a
just hyped up
super
the whole
classic
time.
like fantasy setting.
Yeah.
They're pretty funny.
Yeah.
Screamo or whatever.
Make a rhythm game.
No, that'd be crazy though. Like just like heavy rock music, and it's just like everything's epic.
It's basically what Guilty Gear is. It's like super heavy metal music.
Oh, really?
Like rock and heavy. Rock
Rock and
metal.
heavy.
It's like rock and metal. And you just usually can't tell what the lyrics are saying. They sound cool, but you like look at the lyrics, you're like, what?
Uh-huh. Right.
Yeah. Guilty Gear has cool music.
In
not-
short, good music.
Yeah.
And then Brian's been doing some music related stuff, right? You've been going to like, what is it?
It was
What do
like
you,
a
like those functions where networking with other
yeah, something like that.
producers or whatever, right?
Yeah, so like I actually have a friend that I like mentor her in like music production, mixing, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And she introduced me to this one community here in Chicago called Windy City Waves. Like waves meaning like that's the kind of like file type they
That's
use
what I
for
was
like
gonna ask.
music
Okay,
production.
yeah.
Or Windy City like WAVs. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. But it's pretty much like a community in like downtown Chicago, and like sometimes we like move around to different venues, but we generally meet up at one of the members one of his studios. Like it's not just like
Dang.
a regular
Okay, sheesh.
home, it's not like a regular home studio. Like
Yeah.
he works for a professional studio in like
Oh,
River
wow.
North.
Yeah.
Mm.
So like a bunch of us gather there, and we show each other beats that we've made, songs that we've written, like to get some like constructive criticism, or just like overall like just to show off your music.
Yeah.
And if you're a member, you get like a lot of benefits. Like you get to you're allowed to participate in like the I think like monthly shows or something.
Mm.
Or if you
Yeah.
want to do like an album showcase, then they'll provide you with like a pretty much like a free audience because there's a lot of people connected to it. And there's stuff like at the end of the year they're putting together like a Spotify like compilation of everyone's
sick.
songs.
Yeah.
That's
And
cool.
it's not just Chicago, it's like different areas as well.
Like a
So, like,
national
cool.
thing, like across the whole US? Or is
Yeah,
it-
but like
okay.
some of
Oh,
the
wow.
other playlists that we're combining with have more outreach than us.
Yeah.
So it's like a better way to get your music out there as well.
Definitely.
And when did this group get like established or made, if you know?
Like 3 years ago.
Oh,
or
so it's
something
pretty
like that.
Yeah.
frequent.
Yeah.
Or frequent, recent.
Yeah, it's
It's
'cause,
frequent too.
It's frequent too.
They meet
Like how
every
frequent?
day.
Yeah. How frequent do you meet?
So
Talking about frequent.
it depends on like how often you want to go, but like the biggest thing is called like Tunes Day, like on a Tuesday.
Okay, so
So it's like
Tuesday,
everything's kind of
nice.
punny if you haven't noticed
Nice.
already.
Yeah.
But Tuesday is like we either meet up at that guy's studio or there's another guy that we meet at his house, and we've had events where we could kind of just like sit in our own like corner of the room and just like make a beat in like an hour or two.
Wow.
And then from there we just kind of show it off at the very end. And I literally just like brought my guitar and like a microphone, and me and my one of my friends there, we just kind of wrote like a simple beat, and then
So
we
it's like
didn't
a
have,
workshop in a sense.
yeah.
That's awesome.
It's cool though.
We didn't get enough time to like actually write a song because we only have 2 hours.
Yeah.
So we were just like freestyling like raps and like singing over the whatever beat we made.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And like I feel like most of the people in the group are they produce some kind of like house or like EDM or electronic. Even like one of the members, like her tag name is like Space Danny or something like that.
Space Danny.
Because a lot of the music she makes is for like almost like for video
Astronauts.
games. No, like it's
And
actually for like
NASA.
Goes
video.
hard in space.
Yeah.
NASA loves it.
It's actually for like video games, but like some of them sound like otherworldly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe for like Dead Space or something like that. Making
So-
music for that.
Some kind of outer space game.
Yeah.
yeah. So if you're ever looking for another producer, primarily for
Gonna
like
have
video
all
games,
these music
Have those
people.
outlets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because how big is the group, you'd say? Probably
Uh,
like it. Do you have like a Discord or something to show us how many members are in there or something like that?
there's a lot of members, but I would say like it's like a different like set of 15 to 20 people that show up every time.
Okay.
So like people come and go, but like for me, like I went to the first 2, and then like the last 2 I've been like kind of busy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but and I would say there's like 2 people that are kind of like co-hosting all the events, and one of them owns a studio, and the other one is like a local artist from well, he moved here from I want to say Georgia or something, but he's over here just like working, and also like because there's not as much of a like indie like music community in Chicago. I feel like it's mostly like when you think of like Chicago, I think of like Kanye West, like
Right.
like the
Yeah.
South Side and whatever downtown.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But you don't see like there's like local bands or whatever, but you don't see that many like producers that focus on things that involve like synthesizers. You know, like you see mostly people that play like guitar, like more acoustic instruments, singing, and like they do it at bars, and it's like
Yeah.
really low key.
Mhm.
But these are people that are like trying to make it, and you don't really see these kind of like industries unless you lived in like LA or something like that.
Right.
So we're trying to like build it up more over here.
Right.
And
makes sense.
yeah, I've invited a few friends to show up, and they've been into it as well. And then for me, like when I was showing off like my song, it was like something that I wrote last year.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get some like advice on like the mixing and mastering, and yeah, and like I'm pretty much redoing it and like showing it to them. But after like next week or the week after, I think I'm gonna start um working on like music for like an EP that I want to do.
Mm.
Oh,
So that
awesome.
kind of ties into like my next thing. I have some like demos I've been working on for like the past like 2 or 3 years, but I never like finished the projects. But I
Yeah.
kind of want to get into it now that I have the time.
Mhm.
So I'm just getting like some friends over, and we're just gonna like jam out to like the beats that I made and like try to like, expand on it more.
That'd be awesome.
Mhm.
And then once I'm like done with like a rough like instrumental for the 4 or 5 ish songs, I might just spend like a month just writing lyrics and like fine tuning things, and recording. And
Yeah.
then that's there's so much more to do with that. Like once the music is finished recording and editing and stuff like that, still gotta like mix and master,
Mhm.
and then maybe find 1 or 2 songs that maybe I can find someone to pay to help me like do a music video, or maybe I could do something cheap myself.
So,
Yeah.
do you have a date on when you want to like
Oh, snap.
put out the EP or
The
no?
release
or is
date.
it fluid?
It's pretty fluid now. I want to
Okay.
get it done by like June or July, but it's March already, and like
Yeah.
Takes
I'm
time.
still working on like the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm just gonna be just grinding.
And then when
the most
you
part.
have it ready, what are you gonna post it on? You put on like YouTube's, Apple Music, Spotify, or just like you're gonna only pick a certain platform to release it on?
Physical disc.
Some people do
CDs?
that.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm probably gonna release it on like DistroKid, and then that puts on like YouTube Music,
Yeah.
Spotify, Deezer, Tidal,
The SoundCloud.
just like everything. SoundCloud isn't in. I don't think it's involved with DistroKid, but I
Okay.
also post it on SoundCloud.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like with like the first few projects, like I wouldn't really expect to get like a lot of listens or anything, because I feel like
Yeah,
that's
you
like
just
how
start
it is
out.
for a lot of people.
Mhm.
But you just have to keep churning things out.
Yeah.
And yeah, like for me, like I just don't have enough music. Like I can't show off just one song, and then it's like I don't really have anything else in my discography.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm trying to work on an EP. So at least I have like a full project,
Mhm.
and then maybe get another. Hopefully get 2 of them done this year.
Two.
We'll
Nice.
see where it goes. But like besides that, like I got some other projects that I want to do as well. Like the same friend that's coming over that is gonna help me like produce all this music. He produces a lot of like house stuff,
Yeah.
like house music. He primarily does a lot of like jazz piano as well, but we plan on doing more like R&B like song covers, maybe just for like TikTok or like YouTube shorts.
Mhm.
So we're gonna like keep it pretty simple, like find songs that are like popular and like reharmonize it and kind of like do our own rendition.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
And like a lot of people do like full song covers where it's like 45 minutes long, but I feel like that's just
song cover. For it? Oh, jeez.
I mean, like if it's like a full
Dang.
song, or maybe 3 minutes, but
45-minute song cover. That's
No, it's
crazy.
4
Four-
to 5.
I
Oh,
was
that's
gonna-
4 to
Yeah.
5. That's
Damn, they
crazy.
expand
I
the
never-
song times 10 almost.
bro,
I
like
think
the longest song that I know is like 24 minutes long. It's actually a really good song.
24 minutes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think it's called like Octavarium by Dream Theater. It's like a prog rock band, but there's
Okay.
like 5 different movements. It's not like one. It's not like 10 verses and like 10
Okay.
courses or whatever.
Mm.
It starts off as like a instrumental, like also like otherworldly kind of sound.
Yeah.
Then it turns to like a folk song, then like alternative, then it's like rock, then hardcore metal, and like the last part is like a really like epic ballad, like orchestral ballad.
Oh,
with,
snap.
like it's such a
Actually
good
sounds
song.
really cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
sick.
Not saying that I'm gonna do something like
You're
that.
gonna
but,
drop a 50-minute song.
50 minutes long. You gotta
yeah,
double
just on
time.
TikTok, just like part 1.
50-minute TikTok.
Yeah.
It's like 100 different TikToks.
Some people do that. Like they'll rant
That's
for an hour and they'll
insane.
split it up into
That
like
sounds
100 videos.
awful.
I mean,
Gotta watch
you
part
don't
2.
really-
Gotta watch
yeah.
part
I feel like
3.
you get mixed
If you want to
up.
make more money, that's kind of like how.
Oh, I guess, yeah, they figure
Yeah,
that.
That's a strat.
Yeah. Or just like some people have like low attention spans, so like they'll watch the
So, I
first.
think a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's all.
Like you think the TikTok people, no offense to TikTok people, but like
Full offense.
Literally like millions and millions of people.
Full offense to everyone.
yeah. But like if you're if you get caught, like if you're used to like watching just like 1-minute videos, like what makes you think they're gonna watch like a 50-minute video?
exactly.
Because then otherwise it should just be on YouTube or something.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah, or like YouTube Shorts. But then like 100 episodes of that. So
That sounds insane.
yeah, no, but we're like we could do like a full 3 or 4 minute song,
Yeah.
but or we could just keep it to just one verse and one chorus and make it like a minute long, and then it's easier on us for filming as well because we intend on like recording in studio first,
Mhm.
and then I guess the secret's out of the bag. We're probably gonna lip sync and like airplay to like everything because there's a lot more control
Yeah.
involving that. I mean, like everyone does it. I don't think it's really that much of a secret.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like if you want to focus on like looking good, then you want to like lip sync or airplay to like whatever. Because if you're doing it live and you like mess up, then you gotta like restart the video and the
Yeah.
audio, and it's like a lot of work. Or if you make like stupid faces if you're like singing or whatever, then like at least you could be like cognizant and yeah.
But isn't
So-
that normal though for people to like record them just lip syncing when they actually have like the video going? I think that's normal.
I guess that's what most like TikTokers do, right? Where
Yeah.
they do like the
Yeah, because it's
not
easier on like
Right.
the editing.
Right.
And I mean, I tried recording myself the other day.
Yeah.
I didn't really have a good space to like record, so I did in my room. And like if I had another person, I could use my phone, like because I don't have like a proper camera either. I just have like a iPhone 13, but
Yeah.
you know, like it records in 4K and like 1080p. But I would do like 4K 60 frames per second, so it looks super cool, like super
crisp.
yeah, like
Yeah.
super crisp and like professional. But then like there's like the selfie like camera and there's like the normal camera. I
Right.
don't know what to like call it. But I can't do like the normal camera thing because then I don't know how I look in frame.
Right.
And like I know with like a lot of these videographers, they usually have like a really advanced camera, and then they have like an external monitor where they can
To
see
it.
themselves
Yeah, makes sense.
to see if they're in frame and if the lighting has to be moved around. But it's like I'm the performer and the videographer, and it's like just too much work.
Wearing
roles.
multiple hats,
Yeah.
man. You just
Yeah.
this hat.
Like this setup is like pretty simple. It's just like 2 lights.
Giving away our secrets.
Yeah.
No.
Industry secrets are being
Yeah.
revealed right now.
We actually have 4. like,
There's a secret light.
yeah, pretty like cheap setup. I'm not gonna lie.
It does the job though. It does
Yeah.
the job.
Yeah.
And
But
then, I was gonna if you want to still talk about music, go
Yeah.
ahead. I was gonna ask something else.
like I just resort to using like selfie mode, and I feel like the camera's already like still pretty good, so
Yeah,
I'm not really
it works.
complaining. These iPhones are like really they've really stepped it up since like the iPhone camera like first
Mhm.
started. So
Mhm.
I'm like I feel like it's good enough that like I could post it on YouTube, but I've been getting like ideas for like I ended up buying a green screen. Like my original idea was I wanted it like for myself because I
Yeah.
don't really have that many good backgrounds. I can't just always film here. And it
Yeah.
always looks like I'm in a living room. But then
Yes, it is what it actually is. though.
yeah, but like I wanted something that's like for like my gaming stuff, for music stuff, and just overall use, and it's like portable and whatnot. And then, but I thought like just I don't want to spend the money. But then like my buddy Joel, like he's in the lore now.
More.
He reached out to me asking if I could like take a picture of him. So we ended up going to like Micro Center, like somewhere in Chicago, and like picking up one of those like Elgato green screens.
Yeah.
And we tried to do a photo shoot on that. And then it was like $180. It was like a lot of money, but like we needed it like right that day. So we wanted to try it out.
Yeah.
And it's a really cool screen. Like all you have
If you're spending $180, you really hope it is.
it's
hope
one of
it's
those
cool.
like roll ups, like kind
Okay,
of like a
that's what I was
projector almost. You
expecting.
just like
Yeah.
it's like a scroll basically, and then you could just lock it up at the top.
Mhm.
The only problem with it is it's only like 6 by like 7 foot. So if you try,
Only. That's pretty big.
well, it's good if you're
I
like a
guess-
streamer because that's what it's like meant for.
Yeah.
But then if you wanted to do it for like a photography
Yeah,
session
like
or
a
whatever,
white shot. or something
and you
like
want to like back up and
Yeah.
whatever, like well, especially if the guy is like tall. He's
Mhm.
not necessarily a tall guy, but like
Dang, bro.
No, I'm not trying
He's
to diss
catching
him or anything.
strays,
It's
bro.
like-
He's like, oh,
He's not even
shorty
here to
over
defend
here.
himself.
But you want to have like ample space for
Yeah.
it. It's like we're trying to like put it up against the wall, but then it's just like now I see like the regular wall on the sides, and then I tried using like these regular lights on that green screen,
Mhm.
and the green screen not being like big enough. So like I took the pictures. It turned out like decently, like with the green screen behind him, but it was kind of hard to like fit the lighting. But we tried it anyways. We to my computer, and we use like I think it's like a chroma key setting, and it basically just it takes whatever solid color is like behind you, and as long as it's like lit properly on like both sides, like it's lit evenly throughout like the screen, and the subject is lit brighter than the screen, so it like stands out, then the software can like take out that green screen part and replace it with whatever background you choose. And we're trying to do like a brick wall behind him, but some of the brick wall would bleed into his like shirt.
Dang, he's merging with the wall.
He is the wall. He's the brick wall.
Yeah, and I was asking Chat GPT, like,
help me.
It's like, why is this the case? And they're like, oh, you didn't.
Why's my friend a brick wall?
What happened to my friend? Take a picture of him.
He's like the Thing, bro.
And I'm pretty sure like the reason was because like he wasn't far enough from the green screen.
Oh, okay.
That makes
So like
sense.
the when the light hits the green screen and reflects back on him, then it makes his clothes like tints green a little bit, and then it also changes that.
Good old
So it's
bounce
really
light.
sensitive. So like if I want to get a better shot, he has to stand farther away, but then there's less screen behind him.
Oh yeah.
So there's that issue. So I ended up like selling that thing after like 2 days, and then using the same money, I just like
Selling or returning?
returning. So
I'm like, hey,
So
you
I
selling
take for
it?
profit.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
I made money off of this green
Right.
screen. It was an investment.
Yeah. But I returned it, and then using the same money, I was able to get better lights, a bigger green screen, like a thing to hold up the green screen, like a kind of like a back / like hair light or something like that, which we're using right now.
Another secret.
Yeah, another secret.
That's why I'm shining.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I still have to like learn how to use it properly, but like we have the stuff. Yeah, but just like it wasn't really worth all that money. I mean, it's cool if you're just streaming, but now I do this for streaming and gaming and for like music.
Yeah.
So it's a
Multi-purpose.
lot
A lot better now.
experimentation. And like I feel like it's just like if you're gonna be a musician, it costs a lot of money right off the bat to do like anything, like to learn about like how to produce, how to mix and master. You got to pay people. Like some people that don't want to learn that shit,
Yeah.
they have to pay somebody to do it for them, and like a song might cost you like $1,000 already. And then if you want to pay somebody to do like a music video, it might be $300 like starting. So like some people are spending up to like $2 to $3 grand just for one song, and it's like it's not really like profitable at all, and that's why like a lot of people give up. But you can like teach yourself a lot of things and like keep things simple. Like a lot of people blow up on TikTok, and it looks like they're in like a really fancy room, but they're really just probably using a green screen, or they just like record somebody else's house or something.
Run it out for
or whatever. Yeah, like you can like finesse a lot of things.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because for me, like the end goal is I want to like make some like content and have it cost like nothing. I just kind of do everything myself, and it's gonna be like really tough in the beginning, but you got to make those sacrifices, and eventually you learn. So yeah, it's
And I was also going to ask if it's cool to transition to this for Bryan. How has been your whole Melee?
Oh, that's
arc?
right.
oh
Because that's kind of been a big thing
He's
you've
been-
been
he's
doing.
He's been in the lab.
Yeah. It's been in the hyperbolic
He's
chamber,
been
just
training.
leveling up, you know?
Getting that wave dashing.
I don't really have any like metrics for it. I'm just
Do you think
Sorry.
you're getting better? Like how? Like
I'm definitely getting better.
Yeah.
But like I feel like a lot of the things that helped me got better was I don't know why I said it like that, but the things that like helped me get better was like so I've been doing a lot of the right things from the get-go. But like the things that I was learning was like there's too much lag like with my setup, because I was playing on like an old, like I guess it's more of like a consumer like TV for like watching movies and stuff. So there's definitely gonna be lag because it's not meant for that. Like the refresh rate or whatever is like only 60 hertz. But for like gaming, you want it to be like at least 120 or whatever.
Right.
So I went overboard and got like a 180 hertz.
Dang,
But,
real gamer.
yeah,
Nice.
but I got it cheap because it was on sale. So it's a
Smart buying, though.
Smart buying
Yeah.
gamer.
Yeah, and then I got this one. It's kind of like a lossless adapter of some sort. I think it was from like France or whatever.
Oh wow.
But some guy who's really into Melee that I guess he's so passionate about the game, and during COVID, like a lot of people were complaining that it messes up your muscle memory when you're trying to play the game, and it's like slower when
Yeah.
you're playing from home. So he created a lossless adapter that's actually better than the official Nintendo adapter, and it's better than everything.
Like, so
Yeah.
what is that? What is the adapter for? Like,
So, like-
response time for the controller?
It kind of like overclocks it, so like it make like it just cuts lag.
Yeah.
So like before I had like it's called like a Mayflash GameCube adapter. And what that does is I could just plug in my GameCube controller into the adapter.
Mhm.
And that's like goes into USB into the into like whatever computer that you want to use, or like a Nintendo Switch. But that one still has like 20 milliseconds of lag.
Yeah.
And when you're playing competitively,
20 milliseconds is crazy.
That input lag.
It's like
it
almost
matters
nothing,
though.
though. But I mean, yes.
Yeah, it matters.
And,
It's crazy.
with
it
other
matters
people
so
online.
much.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, there's lag between you and like the TV
Yeah.
and the TV to the computer and the computer to your internet connection,
Yeah.
whatever. Internet connection to the other person's internet connection. Everything's trying to roll back.
Mhm.
So like, I guess it's still not optimal if you're playing somebody with crap internet. But then like it really just adds up. And I feel like there's like a movement thing called like with dash dancing where you just like
Oh yeah, you go back and forth.
analog stick,
Yeah.
you just do left right like really fast, so you're just running
Yeah,
back and forth and you're trying to like trick them. I remember like I got that lossless adapter and I got that monitor and I was able to do it perfectly.
It's
And
like, oh, I can do it now.
yeah, it's been like 8 months since I started playing.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, like for some reason it wasn't working. It was because of like the setup. So now like I can kind of like work on like my muscle memory.
Yeah.
And I plan on going to some like locals, like maybe in like Naperville or in Chicago, like starting next week or the week after.
Yeah.
And
It should be
then
fun.
yeah,
Awesome.
See
I
your
kind of want to go to
skills.
the big events just to like
Go to
play.
Combo Breaker.
Well, I want to go to like I don't know where that is, but
That's in Schaumburg.
Schaumburg. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do they have Melee or is it just like Ultimate?
They have like smaller tournaments. I'm sure they have Melee. There's no way they don't.
Usually, there's a website that shows like which ones in Illinois have it, but I didn't see
Yeah.
Combo Breaker. Or maybe it's like a new thing. No, I have no idea. But yeah, I just kind of want to like play friendlies and maybe
Yeah.
like go into the tournaments and see how far I can get.
Yeah, you should.
But
Mhm.
I'm not trying to go like pro. Maybe like it'd be cool to do semi-pro, but
Yeah.
like Melee is just something that it's like the game that I'm focusing on to get better at. But like half the other games I'm playing are like non-skilled, and it's more for just like streaming or playing for YouTube. So we started like I'm starting my first like let's play on my YouTube gaming YouTube channel of a game called Me Side. So it's like a
That's
horror
it.
game. When it's released, I want you guys to check it out. So
Where can they find it? What's the channel?
the channel's it's Br0cklee, like the
Well, look at the
So-
camera.
yeah.
For
So it's
them,
like
not for me.
it's like broccoli, like spelled like BR0CKLEE. So
And then we'll probably link it to the Living Room channel so you could have easy access viewers
Yeah.
to his channel for that. So
yeah, the only videos I have right now are just me and Jason playing Goat Simulator, and that was it was pretty goofy. We were not drunk while recording or anything. And then I had some
that's so unnecessarily. I don't know why you added that in there.
and then
Just being honest.
yeah, and some like Melee videos, but
Yeah.
I definitely plan on recording a lot of like RPG games, mystery games, horror games. Yeah, just that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
So how's your
What I've been doing.
2025 been or your
What have
past
you
month?
been doing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been getting super sweaty. Started the YouTube channel, Blank Shadow. Check it out. I think I have 4 series on there. I did in 2024. I did High on Life,
Yeah.
and then I did Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, Spider-Man Remaster.
And you get platinums in
yeah,
every
and
single
platinums,
one.
yeah, left and right. I got like 6, I think, so far this year. So I play like Elden Ring.
Yeah, that one surprised me. It still
one's-
blows my mind that you got that in
Got
time.
the one like 45 hours.
That
You get
blows-
tilted a lot.
Yeah, there's one boss that I got. It was like the Dragon
Just
Tree
one
Sentinel.
boss.
Yeah, died 100 times to that guy. So what I eventually did, I mean, you'll see it when I post it on YouTube,
Yeah.
is I had to use like poison breath on him, so it took like it's like
You
a
just-
chip thing, and
You
it
had
took
to
like
cheese him.
yeah, to cheese him. It took like 15 minutes, but I mean, at least I didn't have to die like 200 more times. And I did the whole playthrough in like 500 deaths.
What was
or
your
something.
main build for like the most of the game?
Well, I was playing it wrong to start the
Uh-oh.
game.
Okay. So you
So I
didn't
was
look at
just
any
like-
guides.
Well, no, it looks like guides,
Okay.
but I didn't know that like certain armor or weapons like are based on like they're boosted
Yeah.
for like strength, for example, is like a
Mm.
B for a certain thing, so it boosts the stat for that. So it's like heavily just invested in strength because I thought they would do
Dang,
more
you-
damage.
I hit hard.
Yeah. But I was just using like the bleed sword, not like the katana, but it was like the
Okay.
curvy one.
I forgot what it's called.
You fight him, you fight the lion guy, and you
Okay.
get that sword from that.
Okay.
And I was using that build, and then I was
Yeah.
using really bad armor. So then I eventually like upgraded and got like the katana as like the water something sword.
Moonlight Greatsword? No.
No, it was like you had to fight some like guy that invaded your world, and then you get the sword or the katana from him.
Is it Moonveil? Is it Moon something? Or
It's like no, it's like the water. I don't have my phone. I can't tell.
I don't
But it was like something water path something.
Okay.
And I changed my like build to that, and then end game, I changed my build again to like a fire build because
Dang. Yeah.
the what is it? The Elden Beast sucked.
Thing's annoying. I cheesed that fight though.
I think
I-
everyone cheeses this game.
I used gravity magic. I just kept spamming this move and it just
Oh,
kept
really?
like staggering it. Yeah.
Nice.
How many hours did it take to complete the game?
45.
Okay.
That's when I got a platinum. It took me like 100 hours just to like not platinum it. That's why it still blows my mind.
Because I had to use a guide because there's literally it's my first FromSoft
Yeah.
game. I didn't know how the mechanics was. So there was like no objective markers.
Yeah,
you
it's
you just
just
had to like
go
follow
anywhere.
But it's
the
like open world.
follow like it's an open world,
Okay.
but it's like follow the guiding light. So
Yeah.
you have like a map and it shows you this golden light on where to progress on the story. But there's like all these
There's like a bunch of other
optional-
options
yeah.
everywhere.
So I had no idea. So I had to like use the guides for
Just keep following the light.
it leads you to the promised land.
Did you struggle with the first boss?
Oh, the tree sentinel.
Oh no, I guess not the
Oh.
first one. The first really big boss, like
Oh,
Margot or something like that.
God. Oh, I did him like 10 times. I'm like, I think I'm under leveled.
Oh, okay.
Then I like found this way to farm the currency in the game. I forgot what it's called. Like the silver-
Runes?
The runes.
Something
Yeah,
like
it's
that?
runes. It's runes. So I farmed runes and then I got like
Yeah.
super over leveled and then I like destroyed.
That boss beat me up so much. I like had his like death quote stuck in my mind where he's like, "Put your foolish ambitions to rest." That was ingrained in my mind. He just kept kicking my ass.
Yeah, but I think that's the only hard one I had was the Dragon Tree Sentinel.
Oh dang!
Melania Gate, I think I died there like 35 times.
I had to get help for that one.
I just used my Mimic Tier. My Mimic
Oh,
Tier, I
yeah.
like put him plus 10, which is like
Yeah.
the max build, or like
Mhm.
max
Yeah.
strength. So like he like could
Just
aggro her,
wrecked her.
so I could just heal and stuff like that. And I got like the Rodon done in like 3.
Yeah, but that wasn't that hard for me actually.
For some reason, I like got him to like a 4th health, and then he like went to phase 2, and like we just like bodied him. After that. So I'm just like I'm not
Jumped up.
complaining at all. But it was like I think it's Moog, the Blood Omen guy.
Oh yeah.
That guy
Mhm.
sucked. He was pretty
Yeah.
hard. He was pretty hard. Because he like literally would make the whole map just like bleed. Like it was
Yeah, I
like
remember.
fire. I'm just like, oh my
Just like, what am I supposed to do here?
Because like when he switches to his phase 2, he would like put rings on you to take health away.
Yeah.
And he'd do it like 4 times. So I'd have to like use my potions like 4 of them.
And
I'm
you
like,
just have
bro,
nothing.
That sucks. Like, come on. So, but it was a great game. I'm hopefully that was my 30th platinum.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
And
You're
I'm
gonna
trying-
celebrate? Just more
We're-
games.
More games.
More
right?
gaming.
More games. Yeah, because right now I finished Pirate Yakuza, the
Yeah.
spin-off with Goro Majima. Got
Great
that
game.
platinum. So
Okay.
goofy.
Yeah,
So
it
goofy. I
cracks
mean,
me up.
RGG is always like a funny developer in
Yeah.
how they handle serious stuff as well as
They balance
comical
it. I don't know how they
Yeah.
do it, but they balance it somehow.
Right. And then of late, we're just we're like saying Dom and I, and then one of our other friends are playing Monster Hunter
We're deep into
Wilds.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah. And that might be Dom's first platinum. We'll
Yeah,
see.
maybe. I got half the trophies right now.
Dude.
You've been
So you
hunting all
just
the
don't
crowns.
like platting it or
I don't know.
you
Just
do
never,
platinum?
never tried it.
Okay.
Usually I just beat the game and beat whatever, maybe like side stories, whatever. And I'm just
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
I never looked at the trophies.
I just get addicted. I started my first one was like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart in like 2022 when I got my
Yeah.
PS5. What is more available after the pandemic? I would
Yeah.
say. And then I just like been a platinum addict ever since.
But doesn't it get boring like having to play it again and try to like get everything?
Well, some of them are pretty good where you don't have to play the game twice. The only ones I could
Okay.
think that I had to play twice was Stellar Blade. I had to play twice.
Oh, yeah. I played that twice too.
And then Final Fantasy I had to play twice. Both of them remake and rebirth.
It's long.
because you had to play it on
But
hard.
it's a good game.
Oh yeah, it's a great game.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
great
so it's
game.
like you don't mind like
Because
playing through
hard,
again.
you have to really know the mechanics of the game. Because for the longest time, I didn't even know. I was just like sheer forcing my way to like beat the bosses. I was playing the game entirely wrong. My material, like I had him in the wrong slots. And
Oh yeah, you
stuff
just
like
weren't
that.
strategizing. You're just like big sword, do big damage.
Exactly. Because like you have like MP, which is like your magic points or mana points or whatever, and that's like using for spells, but you can't like restore those.
Yeah.
And hard, so you have to like be like cognizant of how long each chapter is, because usually there's at least one boss
Yeah.
at the end of each chapter. So, and then what's the other one? Oh, then Miles Morales for some reason made for the platinum. You had to play it on New Game Plus. I'm like, that's so stupid.
random. What?
So stupid. My fault.
Nothing changes that much in that game.
Exactly.
Game Plus. That's so random.
But yeah, there's only ones I had to play twice that I could think of. Because then for Elden Ring, you had 3 different endings. I just made cloud saves, so I didn't have to play the game
So
3
the
different
whole thing
times.
over. That's smart.
Is there like a point in the game where you save at that one point and it branches out into like
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's why
It's like pretty clear.
yeah. So once you
Okay.
beat the boss for Elden Ring, like the Elden Beast and Radagon, you're like at the decision point, and then you can just like cloud save there, and then there's like
Okay.
3 choices
Yeah.
or main choices. There's other endings, but 3 types of trophies. And I think
Gotcha.
those are like the main ones too. So
Yeah.
and then I got like Shadow of the Erd Tree, so we'll see if that. I don't know
Oh,
if I'll ever. I
snap.
don't know if I'll ever play it, but they
I
had
still
like
gotta play that too.
they had like an Elden Ring sale or whatever for like the collector's edition,
Yeah.
and it was like $250, but it was like 60% off. So I was like,
Wow.
oh yeah, let me just get it. I probably never played. But it came with a figure. It came like
Is it like-
Mesmere the Impaler.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, that's a pretty sick figure.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm just paying for the figure.
As usual.
So, and what else did I play? Other than the Star Wars series, I played
Oh, yeah,
the
that's right.
Jedi
Okay.
series. Those are like my first, like, I guess, Souls-like. Per
Yeah.
se. I guess Stellar Blade was a Souls-like too.
Yeah,
but-
kind of. Yeah.
Mhm.
But there's like you have like, there's not one difficulty. So it's
Yeah.
not, I don't really consider it. You could play on easy if you really want
You
to.
could make it a lot easier.
Yeah. So. But yeah, that's all I've been doing. 2025, just gaming,
Getting the platties.
getting the platties, and just like the gym. That's it.
No, that's good. That's good.
So,
Is this something that you plan on doing for all of 2025 or just like during cold season?
I don't know. I'm just kind of trying to get the backlog
Yeah.
down, but it never seems that's the case. More hype games pop up
New
because
things.
like next week, Assassin's Creed. Well, that's gonna be after the facts, but
Yeah.
and this it's time of this recording. like, Shadows is releasing next week, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. But when this video gets posted, it'll already be out.
Maybe out, yeah.
You'll probably have already beaten it.
Yeah.
You already get the platinum.
Well, it depends
how
Well,
long
those
it
games are
is.
long though.
Yeah,
so
and
maybe.
usually Ubisoft is like a collectathon.
Yeah.
There's like 500 things or 600 things on the map you have to like clear out. So we'll see. And then I'm really intrigued on Kazan, the first Berserker
Oh,
or
yeah, yeah.
whatever.
Mhm.
So that one's pretty interesting. It's like another Souls-like as well. So
Mhm.
and then there's like other games looking forward to, like Ghost of Yote, maybe GTA 6, who knows?
Ooh. If
GTA
it ever
6,
comes out.
Yeah, if it comes out. So we'll see. So I don't think it's just gonna be for the cold season. But definitely be a little bit more busier with like vacation. So we'll see. That's why I have the backlog. You know, I have
Yeah.
like 3 unreleased games for the channel. I just have to post. So. But yeah, that's really all I've been doing. Just gaming, hitting the gym,
Oh,
grinding.
You can
That's what's
game
up.
while you're on the road. Like if you're on vacation, just get like a Steam Deck or something.
Yeah, because
Oh,
they
yeah.
have
And
the
then,
portal.
Yeah.
But I think for the portal, you have to have your PlayStation on in order to use it.
Yeah, I
which
think
is
so.
weird.
Mm.
Which is weird. I don't know why that's a thing, but it's beyond me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
For me. That is it's exciting, yes, but not as like you guys seem like you have more going on than myself.
But I feel like you've kind of like grinded more. Like you've gotten more accomplished in terms of
Oh
like.
yeah.
yeah.
You finished 4 like whole series.
I finished
like,
6. I finished
oh,
6
six,
games.
Ton of
Okay.
videos coming out.
Yeah, on the channel I think there's like 50 or 60 videos already
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
So
Whereas like I've just done a lot of planning. Like I haven't like executed anything. So
yeah, because my goal it was like really disgusting goal for February was like try to beat my like Elden Ring, the 30th platinum.
That
So I did like
just
get
blew my
that
mind.
before Pirate Yakuza, and I got it basically the next day because I had like a
Yeah.
work event in Indy.
mhm.
So if I didn't have to go to Indy, I probably would have got it
Yeah.
done, which is disgusting. but I was like grinding like on like 2-3 hours of sleep like the whole month. It was like super sweaty, super sweaty.
Hard.
So I think like for that month I like got like 4 platinums
Yeah.
in February, so it's pretty gross. But
And now you're working on Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter, yeah, we're close to it. We're close to it. I mean, you guys are just gonna reap the benefits of what I'm doing, which is fine. Help the boys out. So, well, yeah, that's it. I think.
It's cool. You guys got anything else?
I think I'm good on
Yeah,
the catch up. We
I think we all
covered all our
caught up.
bases.
Oh yeah. So this concludes our episode of the Livin Room Podcast without the G. Brought to you by the boys, Jason and Dom. Also Dom and Jason.
That's all right. I'm dying. I guess.
I always do that too. I always think about it, like, oh wait, that's not on point.
Or I said Jason to Bryan one time. He was,
I'm Jason. This is Jason.
This is Jason too. He's also Jason.
We're all Jason today.
Right.
And your boy Bryan. Peacing out.
See you on the next
See
one.
ya.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.